How you doing, sir? I'm Cole
Hey, Cole,
Searight.
how
Nice
are
to meet you.
you? I appreciate the time. Thanks so much. I know this is the last practice before spring break, and you're about six practices in the spring. Just wanted to get your feel. This is kind of your first spring practice as a freshman at West Point. How you feel it's going?
I feel like it's going great, sir. The coaches really established a framework and like a trail that we need to follow in order to be the best team that we can possibly be. Coming off the fourth quarter warrior, that's a huge culture builder, and the guys really start to mingle and merge together, and leaders sprout through that as well. And I feel as though it's going to be a great spring. The guys are out there hitting hard. Everybody's really just learning the basic fundamentals and just trusting the plan that the coaches have established over these years.
A couple things off that. Fourth quarter Warriors. What was your first impression, and what was that like? Because I know you guys are getting up way past when a lot of people are sleeping and getting work done.
I would say that just the teams before us have done it as well, and that everybody's got to do it. I think that's the biggest thing for our culture. Like you and your brothers are going through one of probably the hardest thing you're ever gonna do in your life, and you're doing it next to each other, and you're finishing it, and you're getting through it. And I think that that's the biggest thing, especially in the locker room when you're trying to build that locker room and that culture in there. Doing that together and as a team, trying to finish it, trying to pass them, just makes everybody work hard, push each other, and push themselves in order to be the best they could possibly be.
Wanted to go back to a little bit of your freshman year and what that was like. You're a direct admit, right? You're coming to West Point, and just wanted to get your read. I mean, I'm guessing you had to work your way up the depth chart, but you're getting snaps your freshman year. You're getting defensive snaps. I'm sure you're playing special teams. Talk about that experience and how it helped you.
I would say it definitely did help a lot. The seniors in my room were the biggest. Were probably one of the biggest help, and especially my coach. They kind of brought me under their wing. Really taught me stuff from the basics and the ground up, and really what it meant to play college football. It's not easy and it's not for everybody, and especially here at such a great school. I mean, it's going to push you to your limit, and it's going to make your limit expand. I'd say. Um, Playing like kind of early on is just really honesty from the coaches. Like they give you opportunities, and you're going to have an opportunity, and just try to make the best of that opportunity. And by following the fundamentals and establishing kind of your own framework within yourself, and working on the things that you know you need to work on in order to help your team by getting on the field at times. So I think that's like kind of going through summer camp. I think the biggest thing I tried to focus on was like really just learning the fundamentals, trusting Coach Monken's plan, knowing that my teammates could trust me, and just really just honestly trying to join the brotherhood. That was the biggest thing for me. So
Was it a case where you had to really work your way up the depth chart? Did you see your name really low, and did you see your name rising as the year progressed or as the preseason progressed? Or
I would say that it was just. I mean, we had a great team, so we had three great seniors in our room as well. So kind of there's those three, and then me and another kid, and we kind of both got opportunities when like we would get up pretty large. So I think that's kind of where the opportunity came from. And I mean, just thanks to I guess the seniors, because they're balling out, playing well, allowing allowing the younger guys to get the opportunity to really um, play college football, I guess you could say. So
yeah, no doubt. Coach talked about it before camp started in spring. Well, spring practice started about Chance Keith, Josiah Banks. I think it was Hamilton Baker, the other senior.
yes, sir, he was.
Yeah, about how they're graduating. Now there's opportunity for guys like you and CJ Martin, freshmen, to kind of get those reps and bank those reps in the spring. How much have you taken advantage of that just to have that opportunity to get out there?
Those are definitely huge shoes to fill. Three great seniors, three great athletes, and there's more guys in the room that are also competing. And I think that we're all competing. It's a healthy competition, but it's a competition at the end of the day. And like we're all helping each other out. And really, we just the best guy who's gonna help the team in the best way is gonna play. And at the end of the day, we just want to see the team win and be successful, and that'll make us all happy. So I think everybody takes advantage of it. And really, whenever you get that opportunity, just go out there and stick to your fundamentals and do what the coaches have taught you.
Yeah, nickelback position, Army or the Apache. I mean, you got to be pretty versatile, right? You got to
Yes,
be able
sir.
to rush the. Is that a position you were recruited to play, or is it something that you kind of have learned a little bit more about when you were at West Point?
I'd say I played a little bit of it in high school. I talked. Coach Verpale was my recruiting coordinator, so he came to my house and we had talked about it a little bit. And I'd say that it's just a style of play where you can just go out there and let loose, have fun, honestly, and run around and hit people. So I'd say like it's just football at the end of the day. If you can put the pads on and know what you're doing and trust your fundamentals, you'd probably be pretty good at the position. So.
Nice. Real quick, can you go through your recruiting story at West Point and how you kind of found West Point, or maybe how they recruited you, how that worked out?
Oh yes, sir. Uh, kind of. I honestly had never known about West Point until I started talking to Coach Rapale, and by that time I had I had talked to my dad and I was like, hey, like I'd never heard of West Point before, but I watched them play football and they're always a tough physical team and that's the style of football I like to play. And so he's like, all right, cool, like let's go check it out. And we came up here and like we learned about it. We saw the locker room, we saw the culture, we saw them play and beat Coastal Carolina, which was a awesome win. And just really everything that this place can do for you outside of football is really what kind of drove me to coming here. Like obviously football is awesome to play, and that's the reason why I came here. And then you get a great opportunity for a great education and serve in the military after. So I think it's kind of a win-win situation everywhere you go. You're in a brotherhood where you'll know these guys for life. You'll fight next to them. You'll learn next to them. You'll grow next to them, and you're doing it in one of the best places in the world because you think you have a limit, but that limit will expand. So it's gonna make you better as a person.
I know you were teammates with Dawson Jones in high school. He had committed before you committed, or no?
He was committed before I was committed, yes, sir. And
So
he
did
was a
he?
big help as well because just kind of talking back and forth with him, we'd always kind of had like the same mindset of like we want to use like we want to get the best education and play the best football we could possibly play. And this is a place where you can play the best football and get a great education as well. So
No doubt. Hey, one more, Cole, before I let you go. I appreciate the time.
yes, sir.
Can you talk about like your first college season to be involved on a team that was like, I know you guys have kind of turned the page this spring, but to have that first experience on a 12-2 team that wins the conference championship, it has to be. I'm not saying you pinched yourself, but it had to be pretty fun to be involved in that.
I think so. I think regardless of the position you have on the team, it's always a great time being around those guys down there in the locker room. It's like a huge like one big family, and you got like 100 and almost 70 brothers, and it's like everybody's so tight, and everybody goes through the same thing. And we did see success, which was awesome. And I think that success came from the hard work and like trusting the fundamentals and trusting that plan that we have posted on our wall in our team meeting room. I think that's really what made it fun, honestly. Going out there and watching your brothers next to you perform and just trust that plan that the coaches implemented. And I thought that was the best part about it.
I appreciate it. Cole, thanks so much for the time, and good luck the rest of the spring. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Have a great night.